Coming up next on TV2 News at 5:30, temperatures dangerously dropping tonight. We have team coverage on the freezing cold headed our way.
Those dangerous temperatures, scattered snow throughout the day, but even colder temperatures tomorrow.
And how long can one be exposed to these cold temperatures until dangers such as hypothermia and frostbite set in? I'll have more on that coming up.
And later, as cold as it is in Ohio, it's bound to be even colder in space. Yet more than 200,000 people have applied for a chance to go.
That's for Bailey! That's for Bailey! That's for Bailey!
Emotional night in Rootstown. Students paid tribute to a classmate who suddenly died over the weekend. TV2 News Live at 5:30 starts now.
From the award-winning Kent State Student Media Newsroom, this is Portage County's TV2 News.
Start tonight with breaking news. Kent State University students have reported seeing an email today that looks as though it is from the bursar's office telling students they have less than $50 in their university account.
This is a scam, however. Any students who may have submitted their information via this email are advised to change their password. We'll have more on this story as it unfolds on KentWired.com and on TV2 News tonight at 10:30.
Yeah, but now we're going to talk weather. Temperatures have been plummeting all week in Northeast Ohio. Good evening, Kent State and all of Portage County. I'm Michael Bratton.
And I'm Gabrielle Payne. Between the temperatures and the wind, experts say it will be dangerously cold tonight and tomorrow. Candace Monticelli is here now to tell us just how frigid we can expect it to be outside. How's it going, Candace?
Gaby and Michael, yes, it is extremely cold out there. You definitely have to bundle if you're out around. And today we had many scattered showers of this snowstorm come throughout our area, and it will continue throughout the night, still staying scattered though as well. But the name of the game is the temperatures, and they are continuing to drop as the night goes on. So we are going to see those continue to plummet throughout the night. Now currently, everywhere's right about in the mid-teens, so not very pleasant. We are extremely cold right now, and again, it will just continue to get colder as the night goes on. Only 14 right now in Kent, so we're going to continue to see these dangerously cold temperatures. Now tonight, a low of -6 degrees. So if you're out, bundle up and stay safe. There's a small chance of snow, but bitter cold temperatures. And with those cold temperatures, we have a wind chill advisory that starts at midnight tonight and goes all the way until noon on Friday. So something to be aware of. We are going to see wind chills with 15 to 25 degrees below zero. So dangerously cold. You have to take precautions when you go outside. Within 30 minutes, you can start to feel those frostbite effects. So it is definitely a dangerous cold temperature over the next few days that we for sure have to be aware of. Michael?
All right, thank you, Candace. Now, these cold temperatures bring more than just a dreaded walk across campus. They also pose dangerous threats to anyone who is exposed to the weather for an extended period of time. Tyler Trill joins us now with more. Tyler?
Thank you, Michael. Those threats include frostbite and hypothermia, two medical emergencies that are possible for students regularly walking around campus.
Crunching of snow and sloshing of slush are typical during a walk to class. This winter weather poses more than just a challenging walk. There's also health risks. Meteorologist and weather professor Tom Schmidlin says a typical 10-minute walk to class could potentially cause frostbite.
Frostbite within just a few minutes. If you're exposed to a wind chill of about 20 below zero, it doesn't take long at all. And it's very critical to get indoors or get covered up because a very short exposure can do it.
For those exposed for longer durations, such as working outside or having a stranded car, Doctor of Internal Medicine at Robinson Memorial Hospital, Richard Banozik, says hypothermia becomes a danger.
Hypothermia can sneak up on a person, and a person can often just feel sleepy and tired and think they're going to take a nap, and it could turn out to be a very dangerous situation, even to somebody passing away.
Banozik says always be prepared.
And even people who do insist upon not wearing hats or gloves or scarves, I recommend they keep them in their car. Having a blanket in the car, hats, scarves, gloves, an extra pair of boots and dry socks. Imagine your car gets stuck, you push it out, the ditch or wherever it is, your socks are all soaked, it's cold, maybe your heater's not too good in the car, and that's a very bad circumstance.
So here are some maps from our studio here in Franklin Hall that are some typical 15-minute walks throughout the community and also on campus. First, as you can see, Franklin Hall is up here. You're going to take the Esplanade down all the way towards the Science Mall. We marked off Henderson Hall here. That's the nursing building. A lot of classrooms over there. A lot of students will be walking towards there. And next you can see Centennial D, and you have all the dorm rooms over there. There's also Tri-Towers, so if you're taking the walk from Franklin Hall back to your dorm room home, make sure to bundle up. And last, we have our walk downtown. We marked off the Kent Free Library, a lot of eateries over in this area also. So if you're going downtown, if you're walking throughout campus, make sure you bundle up, wear those hats, scarves, gloves. Also, whenever you can, be sure to building hop, stay warm, stay safe. Back to you, Michael.
All right, thank you, Tyler. Certainly some good information there. Now, these more frigid temperatures are going to be coming at us here, but will they affect classes in the coming days? Our Daniel Henderson joins us now with more on how Kent State decides whether to cancel classes or have a delay. Daniel.
Thank you, Michael. Anybody walking across campus this week has certainly felt the chilling temperatures and snowy conditions, leaving many students wondering why they were still heading to class. Earlier today, I talked to university spokesman Eric Mansfield regarding Kent State's decision-making process on whether or not to close campus for extreme weather conditions.
We don't close for cold. If it's cold, we still try to hold classes every day. People have paid for them. We're dealing with adults. We try to hold classes. But when the weather conditions change, we get to a wind chill, or we get high winds, or we get heavy snow that we can't keep up with, or a lot of ice, then all those factors go together, and then that will result in a delay or possibly a cancellation.
I'll have more about the university's policies and student reactions tonight at 10:30. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Daniel. Waite Primary School will close as part of the Streetsboro School District's big development plans. But in the meantime, the school is still moving forward with improving education. They purchased 30 iPads at the beginning of the school year to try to bring more technology to the classroom. TV2's Jennifer Roberts went to the school to see how exactly the tablets are being used.
You might not expect first grade boys to be this quiet at the beginning of the school day.
Or sight words and reading.
Said. But Frank and David are working on their reading skills. The iPads they're using are part of Waite Primary's new efforts to put more technology in kids' hands.
They're actually better at it than I am because they've had more experience with it, you know.
Heather Bianco has been a reading tutor for 4 years. When she heard the school would get iPads, she was one of the first teachers to request them for her classroom.
In the workforce, that's what they're going to be. Everything's going to be technology, so it's good to start now when they're young.
Principal Amy Cruz agrees. She thought putting this technology into classrooms would best serve the kids' learning needs.
They are just intuitive with using the iPads. And the touch screen, they're very responsive to that.
At the beginning of the year, the school used its technology fund to buy 30 iPads. Now the students are using them for reading and math, using apps to read books, and learn difficult words by sight. This has been such a successful tool that the school had a fundraiser to buy 30 more.
You got all the words right? Is it your favorite game?
Educational apps are breaking big concepts into bite-sized pieces for youngsters. But buying iPads for schools isn't guaranteed to improve learning. Dr. Richard Ferdig is a professor of instructional technology at Kent State. He said via Skype that schools should approach new technology with a plan.
We have evidence that iPads can work, but it doesn't mean they will work. But I think it does need to be monitored.
At Waite Primary, the faculty is working to do just that.
Kids don't typically do something for more than 15 minutes at a time. They seem to attend to technology a little bit longer than that.
The teachers limit students to 20 minutes of screen time at once, and they don't use the iPads every day. Ferdig said this is a good way to make classroom technology effective.
You have to have the right app, you have to have teacher training, you have to make sure they're using it in the right way.
No matter what technology ends up in kids' hands in the future, one thing will remain the same.
They just love it. They just love having them in their classrooms, so that can't be measured.
Jennifer Roberts, TV2 News.
Cruz said the new iPads will arrive any day now. A new round of teachers who showed interest in the tablets will be using them.
Students chanting BCS, the initials of a classmate who died over the weekend. It was a difficult game last night for the Ritztown community. The first game since cheerleader Bailey Simmons died in a one-car accident Saturday evening. TV2's Caitlin LeBeau joins us now with more on this sad story. Caitlin?
That's right, Michael. Talk about a community coming together. Last night's basketball game wasn't just for senior night, it was for Bailey, a 17-year-old who died after losing control of her car on snowy roads Saturday. Cheering for the first time since the accident, as you can see, the Rootstown girls danced through the tears. Bailey's strong shirts filled the stands, a gym decorated in purple, Bailey's favorite color. Two of her closest friends spoke at halftime about the bubbly personality they will miss. It was an emotional night for everyone, but students say the team had a guardian angel.
We all know Bailey was watching over us tonight and showing us how strong we can be and how we can pull together and beat one of the top teams tonight. And I think our win was all because of her and gave our boys strength to play.
Great spirits in Rootstown. The girls who spoke at halftime also told me they sold more than 330 Bailey Strong shirts in just 24 hours, and they plan on donating the proceeds of more than $2,000 to Bailey's family. For TV2 News, I'm Caitlin LeBeau. Michael?
All right, thank you, Caitlin. Certainly a good story there. Now, a 15-year-old boy could face charges after he made a bomb threat Tuesday that closed 5 Ohio schools. According to Wickliffe Police, the student made a call to the department's non-emergency line threatening to blow up the school. Officers and K-9 units searched the schools but found nothing. Police are recommending that the student be charged in court with inducing panic and telecommunication harassment. News, more than 200,000 people applied to be the first to live on Mars.
But when we return, the season of Lent begins today. We ask you what you're giving up.
And dangerously cold temperatures coming tonight and into tomorrow as well. Find out my full forecast next.